Hello folks, welcome back to the Fat Rock Cubes channel, and today we have something a little bit different, but it is cubing related, I promise. Anyways, you probably remember a little while ago I uploaded a coaching session that I did with Luke Greiser, which was awesome. I still use everything to practice that he told me in the video. I've seen some improvement, it's pretty cool. Anyways, in that video I said over the next 3 months before my next competition, I'm going to be getting better at cubing. I'm going to try to. Primarily with a focus on 3x3 because I feel like I'm slow and I need to get faster. So I decided we're going to take it a step even further than just doing some coaching. And I got my hands on Tymon's course, and I have permission to share some of the things in the course with you guys today. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go over the course, what's in it, take a peek, and maybe I will try to tell you why you should get it because it's been awesome so far, and it's definitely worth the money that you put into it. Anyways, before we dive too deep into the video, I'd like to ask you to please consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps me out and I really appreciate it. Also, go smash that like button and drop a comment. It means the world to me and I really appreciate it. Anyways, let's get into the course. All right, so here we are. We are at my cubing.gg account. That is where the course is located, of course. And as you can see, I have it right here. So we're going to open this up, and it's going to take you to the course page. Now we're at the course landing page where we have a table of contents on the sidebar as well as here. The sidebar will stay here. This will go away. As you can see, there is a lot of stuff that we're going to take a look at. I can't show you too much because, of course, it's a paid course, but we'll take a look at a few things and show you guys all that this course has to offer. First off, let's start with the introduction section. We have a grip, some finger tricks, and a course introduction. Let's take a look at that.
Hello, my name is Tymon. I've been solving with the CFOP method for the last 6 years. In that time, I've achieved 6 European records and 2 world records in the 3x3 event. CFOP is a very straightforward and effective method that can get you some very fast times. When you become more familiar with it, you can add things to it and make it more complex to make it faster. This part of the course teaches you the basics so you can start solving with CFOP.
Okay, so basically, this is just an introduction to Tymon. He's definitely qualified. We all know who he is. We all know he's qualified. Absolutely 100% qualified. He is one of the best in the world. And yeah, so pretty simple there. And that's pretty much the introduction section. Again, there's some grip and finger trick stuff, but we're not going to take a look at that. First, you start off with beginner CFOP, right? So we have beginner cross, beginner F2L, beginner OLL, and beginner PLL. This is like your very basic CFOP stuff. It's going to go over your basic cross, doing it on the bottom. You're not setting up the flower. You know, you have your basic F2L concepts for your intuitive F2L. You have OLL, PLL. Those are going to be a lot of two-look techniques. But there are some things in there that you can still pick up as a mid-range solver. There's, especially in the cross and beginner F2L sections, there's some things that he talks about that are very, very useful that maybe you didn't think about, or that but you don't necessarily utilize them, if that makes sense. So I would recommend looking at that if you pick up the course too. And then there's also intermediate CFOP and advanced CFOP. And intermediate's going to cover all your one-look stuff, a little bit more complicated on your F2L cases, some more cross concepts. And then advanced, you just step up even more. You have really advanced stuff, look-ahead techniques, practice advice. You have even more advanced F2L, more OLL, more PLL, especially with the finger tricks that he uses, which I have found the most helpful so far because my last layer algs are slow, some of them. So being able to go through those and start working on my finger tricks and maybe swapping some algs has been great. And there's COLL and there's ZBLL. And in ZBLL, the only things that we're really missing are anti-soon and soon, which are a work in progress at the moment. And what's really nice is there's also a section in ZBLL about setting up OLLs into ZBLLs, so you don't necessarily have to learn last slot ZBLS. So that's pretty helpful. And then on top of that, we also have algorithm sheets for all of these things, so you can look at those, you can download them, you can print them out. So if you like paper copies like me, you're going to print out all of them. And then there's some example solves as well. So you have 3 example solves that tie together everything that he talks about in the entire course. Those are pretty cool to watch as well. I can't show you too much, like I said, because it is a paid course. We can't go too crazy. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to show you one algorithm and explain to you why I really like getting algs from this course. So we're going to go to OLL and we're going to find a particular case that I was struggling with, not the alg itself. He uses the same alg that I used, but the finger tricks that I got from the alg were very helpful. Pardon me while I scroll and find the particular case that I'm looking for. Okay, so this is the case that I was struggling with. This is OLL case number 33. It's one of the fish shapes. I hated this case. Now, I don't mind seeing this case, and here's why. We're going to just go over really quick what I took away from this. So if you watch here, we're setting up, the case. He's showing you like what you're recognizing, and here's the finger tricks. Now, for me, it was that U push that really helped really get the algorithm down at a good speed. And that is just one of, I swear, like 1,000 algorithms that you can find here. So there's so much stuff. Again, I can't go too deep into it, but yes, that is like really, there's so much stuff in this course for you to go through and to learn from, and I really recommend it. So yeah, there's so much stuff. Another thing that I'd like to point out that I think is really cool is at the end of every section, there is this thing called My Notes, where you can go and you can type in whatever you want. And what's cool about that is you can build your own sheets of notes that go along with everything that you're working on. So you can click this save button and this will get saved. And when you come back, it will still be there. So you can leave notes for individual cases, for individual sections. You can be like, you can go through, like, say you're in his beginner section and you're looking for things that you might not think about when you're solving. You can go and you can come down here, write your notes, build like a plan of things to practice, a list of things to practice, save it. It will always be here. They've designed this so that it can be your one-stop shop for practice. You can open the course and you can have all of your notes, all of your algs, the alg sheets, all the finger tricks, all of the concepts you need to be really good with CFOP. And so I think this is a wonderful resource. And yes, the price tag is $200, but guess what? With the amount of hours that you're going to put into trying to get better at 3x3, why not suck it up? Maybe not buy a couple of the new releases, since some of them aren't good anyways. Get the course and really just grind out everything in the course. Use it to your full advantage. And the amount of hours that you're going to put into getting good at 3x3, why not use a resource that has everything all in one spot that you need to get to the level that Tymon's at? This is the stuff that he did. It's the algs he uses, the finger tricks he uses. So why not? If that's your goal, that's what you should do, I think, because again, it's all there. It's your one-stop shop. I use this daily. Every single day I use this. I'm going through all my algs, making sure they're good. I'm learning new algs. I'm learning new F2L cases. And I've seen a dramatic improvement in my solves. I got my first 6 after using this, and I average about 11 now instead of 13. So I've already went down 2 seconds as well. And this is in combination with the stuff that Luke has me working on as well. But just changing up some of my algs and finger tricks has made all the difference. So yeah, I can't say enough about the course. I think that it's really useful. It's a really useful tool. You will get way more than you're paying for out of this if you were to pick it up. So you definitely should consider it. I know it's expensive. I'm very aware that it's expensive, but I'm also trying to let you know that, like, it is worth it. The amount of material that it covers is so much more worth it, because this is the way I look at it, right? You could buy 3 GAN releases, just about. You've paid for this course. You're going to get more out of this course in the long term than you are those 3 GAN cubes. Think about that. That's crazy, but it's true. So yeah, just some perspective, some food for thought. Anyways, I really want to thank Cubing GG for letting me, dive into this a little bit, show you just a couple things from the course so that you have an idea of what's actually in it, and very nice of them. So again, please consider subscribing, drop the comments, smash the like button, go over to cubing.gg, pick up this course. You won't regret it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Also, a side note, I want to thank my boy Lewis for making me this custom cubicle hat. It was a gift from him when I did get sponsored by the Cubicle. It's pretty cool. I like it. It's my favorite colors. He's a good one. Thanks, Lewis.